Now on Newsday TV, we're tracking soaking storms. In 90 seconds, the impact tomorrow's downpours could have on your commute to work and school, plus the possibility of snow later in the week. I'm Jamie Stewart, but first, Newsday investigates the disappearance of a Nassau man nearly 2 years ago. 59-year-old New York State court officer Michael Dotzler vanished on January 17, 2024. The next morning, his car was found at the Point Lookout Marina. His keys, wallet, and phone were not inside.
Remain prayerful, and I hope one day, I hope to see him walk through the back door.
In less than 2 minutes, the big money transfer the day before Dotzler vanished. That's deepening the mystery. Well, no word on what sparked this house fire that left 2 people dead in St. James. Flames broke out yesterday afternoon on 50 Acre Road South. Police say the 91-year-old homeowner was rushed to the hospital with burns. The names of the 2 people killed have not been released. And a ballet scholarship is being planned in honor of Emily Finn. Police say the Sayville teen was shot and killed by her ex-boyfriend at his Wisconsin home last week. The money raised will go to a student at the American Ballet Studio in Bayport, where she took lessons. Church services are being held for Finn this morning in Sayville. And an upgrade for a historic East End theater. The Jazz Loft will complete a number of infrastructure projects on the Vail Levitt Music Hall this winter and reopen next summer. It's buying the theater from Riverhead Town for $150,000. Well, it is a sure sign of the season. The switch will soon be flipped on the Christmas tree at Rockefeller Center. The annual celebration is this Wednesday night, and so is the lighting of the Big Duck in Flanders, and that tradition was started in 1988. And we have an eye on the storm this Monday. Sunny today, but we're in for a soaker of a Tuesday. Highs today are in the low 40s for most of us with strong wind gusts. As you can see on the Futurecast, rain rolls in during the morning tomorrow and is with us through tomorrow night. As much as 2 inches is possible before it clears out Wednesday. It's dry until the weekend when there's the chance for more wet weather, even possibly snow.
Long Island weather is brought to you by PTRC.
Newsday investigates the mysterious disappearance of a Nassau man nearly 2 years ago. His family still hoping for his return. Virginia Huey has the story.
Wherever he is, wherever you are, please come back to us. Where are you?
Myrna Dotzler of Massapequa has lived with a heaviness in her heart ever since her husband vanished without a trace nearly 2 years ago. 59-year-old Michael Dotzler, a New York State court officer, went missing, and his family hasn't seen or heard from him since.
When you lose someone and you don't know where that someone is and there's no reason for it, that's the worst thing ever.
Aside from his car, found in a Point Lookout Marina the day after Dotzler went missing, there's been no trace of him.
Usually he would lock his car,
Yeah,
but I
like
found
if you
it
lock-
odd that it was open.
Right.
And there was nothing. I looked through the car,
Clean as
no
I can.
wallet, no
Yeah.
keys, no phone. So we decided to search the area.
Cell phone video taken by Dotzler's sister-in-law shows the family's desperate search for Dotzler that frigid January day at the snow-covered marina. Dotzler's family says he had 2 bouts with 9/11-related cancer in recent years. We're told on the day before he disappeared, he transferred $280,000 that he received from the 9/11 Victims Compensation Fund from a joint bank account with his coworker to an account he shared with his wife. It's unclear if the move is linked with his disappearance.
I am just very torn apart by all of this.
Nassau police said the case is still an active missing persons investigation, but did not elaborate. Frustrated by the slow pace of the investigation, Myrna has hired a private investigator. She's holding out hope that her husband of 17 years will come home.
Remain prayerful, and I hope one day, I hope to see him walk through the back door.
Reporting for Newsday TV, I'm Virginia Huey.
And you can read more about Michael Dotzler's disappearance on Newsday.com. Click Get More below the Newsday TV video box.
Out East with Doug Geed is brought to you by EastEndGetaway.com. End up here.
Well, it's an age-old argument over the holidays. Real tree or fake tree? Now, for real tree enthusiasts, there are acres and acres in Cutchogue where you can cut down a tree on your own and find something fun for the family as well. Let's head out east with Doug Geed.
This tractor goes back to the 1940s. It sits on a farm that began operating in the 1920s. Today, Zuhosky Farms in Cutchogue is operated by the fourth generation of the family. I'm Doug Geed, out east for Newsday TV, and this is a very popular place for Long Islanders to cut down their own Christmas tree.
I remember when we used to sell just a couple trees a day and sit in the truck and freeze our butts off, and that was fun, but a lot has evolved since.
They sure have. Zuhosky Farms now has 10 acres of Christmas trees, plus 60 more acres of nursery stock that they sell year-round. This season, they have about 1,000 trees ready to light up someone's living room or den.
It's a good ornament holder, very full.
All of the trees are Douglas firs, a tree well suited for Long Island's climate. They're worked on all year round to help give them their Christmas tree shape, and there's plenty to choose from.
With the trees this year, we're actually we're going to go $100 any tree, whether it's 6 foot or 12 foot.
Is there a height that's most popular, or really everybody has their own
that
thing?
6'7" is pretty popular. You got to think people have normally 8-foot ceilings.
Right.
By the time you put the stand in, you're pushing that 8 foot in height. So.
Oh, I have many scrapes from many years.
Yeah.
Right, from the angel at the top.
We got a crew of elves over there making wreaths and roping and kissing balls and great blankets.
The rustic barn is also one of the several spots where people take their family pictures.
A lot of people love their photos, so that Christmas tree is definitely in the corner for those photos. We got the truck out back, Polsky, the polar bears out back. We got the old farm tractor, memories, just creating those memories for sure. Back when we kind of first started, some of those kids have kids and they're coming back and hey, we used to cut from the front field, or we used to be all the way in the back 20 plus years ago. So it's cool to see some of the evolution over the years.
And that evolution includes the Zuhosky family itself. Ian hopes one day his kids will become the 5th generation to take over the farm.
It is something cool. I had my grandmother, my bocce, look right at me and said thank you, and it was definitely heartwarming.
In Cutchogue for Newsday TV, I'm Doug Geed.
What a family legacy. Well done. You can see more Out East with Doug Geed segments on Newsday.com. Click Get More below the Newsday TV video box. See more on these stories on Newsday.com and watch us streaming anytime on Local Now, YouTube, and the other services you see here. I'm Jamie Stewart. More local news coming up.
An inside look at Long Island businesses as Newsday presents LI Works. Join Ken Buffa as he samples unique jobs and meets the people behind them. LI Works, now available at Newsday.com/LI Works.